And I said, there's got to be a solution in there somewhere. And then I realized that the problems the typical service guys were trying to solve at the time, which is, how do I have hundreds of different suppliers into my fleet. I've got millions, literally millions of different parts I need to have access to at any time, information-wise, and then actually physically getting the part. And how do I get all of this information at the right time so that I can repair my equipment? And I thought, well, it's a hard problem to solve, but why is nobody paying attention to this problem from the whole .com procurement side of things? And the reason is parts are actually not very expensive in themselves. They're about 1.5% of what you spend every year as a rental company as parts. And they said, well, why pay attention? Let's pay attention to the big ticket items. But parts as a transaction is by far the most expensive thing you'll ever do in a rental company. It's difficult to find. When you get it wrong, which is a lot of the time in those days, your equipment is not running, so you have no revenue. So there were a lot of things happening. But most interesting to me, solving that required a lot of the methods that I'd gone into academia to do. The whole big data stuff, how do we ingest very complicated data and simplify it for the user? So I got wound up in all of this and began for 6 years working as a partner and co-founder of this Caterpillar group. And then while I was there, I thought, hey, there is a solution. And so I started working on inventing this platform. I was very naive, thinking this is going to be easy to bring to market, which was silly. But then we built it, and I peeled off. And my partners from that first entity, we all became co-funders as well as co-founders, or I had one other that came over and was a co-founder. And then we began back in 2000, and never really left this industry. Although we've branched into other verticals, but that's really the weird way in which we ended up in the rental industry.